What's up, YouTube? Happy Halloween. This video is probably going to be pretty quick. Typically, I go live Sundays and Wednesdays. We talk about the market, where it's going, the expected moves, and then I take over comments from you guys, answer questions, and call-outs. This is going to be a little bit quicker. We are going to talk about the stock market. We're going to break down the dollar, the Russell, the NASDAQ, the S&P, and the expected moves on Tesla, kind of where we see things going. Are we going to continue this run up or what? But you'll at least know the levels of where everything's rocking and rolling. So if you have little ones and you can't join live, happy Halloween. Hope you killed it. I'm pretty sure I'm racing the clock right now before my doorbell goes crazy. So I'm actually just going to jump in, just save time. We're going to drop these out on whole lines. So if you're in the Mentorship group, you guys have my charts. If you are a YouTube member, you click the join button next to subscribe. You also have my charts. So you can say that and you'll have all these lines here too. What color should we make them? Let's make them purple. Let's just break down Tesla first. It gives us a few more minutes with the market open. All right, let's grab, what was our first mark? We got 1421. Again, these are not support and resistance levels, so we are not going to go crazy with the exact penny. 1421, we're going to call that good. Make them dotted. What color are we making them? There we go. All right, 1319. All right, there, boom. 1216. We're just moving in $100 marks. Who remembers the last time Tesla pushed up like this? Did we skip? I think we skipped the 800s. Maybe it was the 900s. We were just skipping $100 marks. It was amazing. Did you update the charts? Yeah. It's still the October link. All right, so that's 1, 2, and 3 standard deviations. We got 10, 11. Ooh, back down here, huh? Let me know in the comments if you're just watching this as a recording. Where do you see this happening? Where do you see this thing going? There was an interesting one. Someone did say it was could be fund managers pushing this around because Elon's options are about to expire. They're trying to pump this up to pay for those. Now that's a little bit of a tinfoil hat theory, but one I can get behind because I can definitely see that. If you had a fund and you don't want to get completely smoked when he exercises, 806. You know, I'm on board with that. Oh man, a couple of these right close to some zones. All right, so we got one standard deviation, which means if you are following, let's grab the little paintbrush to make it simple. Forgot my numbers. 65% chance we're inside here. 95% chance we are inside here. 99% chance we will stay inside here. So sorry if you had puts, 800 puts, you're getting smoked. If you had 1430 puts, calls, probably getting smoked. It's got a little more room to run. Yeah, I went over this in my last video, so I'm not going to do it here. We're going to save some time. The video before this, there's a YouTube short, like the TikTok version, and there's one right before this, where Tesla's going to go. The reason Tesla did this is because we were expecting this much of a move, and it ran. We are pricing in, like I said, a party. So careful with the naked contracts this week. You know, and I don't care if you're a Tesla bull, bear. Some of you guys just haven't figured this out yet. I'm actually still long Tesla, but I'm also very aware of what the market does. So careful with the naked contracts this week. Let's talk about the dollar. What is this? Dollar's finally moving. Now we're talking. How did I miss this? I completely missed this move. No, I'm not in anything Forex. I didn't have an alert go off or anything. Let's take a play real quick. I gotta say I'm bullish the dollar on that. We rejected that zone and went for it. God, I gotta play the bear flag. I'm a little bit late to this game. I'm gonna go bearish the British pound US dollar. I'm gonna give it some wiggle room. I don't want to break it above 137. Getting above that, I'll probably look for a higher low, just a tad bit higher. But I'd rather load up here, tag out and get back than go tiny and stop out way back here. But I am going to change my settings. That's just in the way a little bit. So give me 1 second. We are going to short that. Come on. What's up, guys? How do I short? You click the sell to open button. If you're on Robinhood, you can't do that. Yeah, I'm going to put my stop. It's 39 pips away. And I'll move that into the green if it does break down. Nice little bear pennant for me right there. We see things going up until further notice. Sincerely, they and the Moon Gang. The Moon Gang is not what you guys typically hear on TikTok and all the others. It is a proprietary group inside my mentorship. Sorry for missing out. That is the WeTrade link down below if you want to get their insights. I'll give you a hint. They're usually pretty bullish. So I'm going to be bullish. The dollar hopefully gets above that mark. As far as the Russell goes, quite the bounce back. Made a higher low. I did not get in this. We talked about this, though, but it breaking. Look for a higher low. Just kind of snapped back. I'm actually bullish the Russell. I like it that it's above this zone now. Kind of playing the ping pong game back and forth. That's a little speed bump zone. I think we're just testing sellers right there. If I'm going long... Oh, this sucks. I was going to say I'm going to go long here with the stop here in a futures contract and just kind of let it roll. That's quite the wiggle room typically for a futures contract. But, you know, for an overnight play. But we got to watch out for sellers above right here. There's a reason these are bright yellow, guys. It's because we're horizontal until not. And every one of you guys swore the Russell was breaking out every time we hit one of these peaks. This is where the sellers are. That's where the sellers are until they are not. And some of you guys, that might just blow you away. I don't know what your RSI says or your MACD or anything else. There's not any one of those on here right now. But horizontal until not. So you have to expect this is where they are again until they run out. Hopefully that does get a breakout. But at any given time, this bright yellow zone is a buy. Literally every time. That is one thing the Moon Gang will tell you inside the group a lot is imagine not buying IWM at that bright yellow zone. And I got to ask you, like, why would you not? Bullish the dollar, isn't that bearish the market? Kind of. Yeah. That's probably a whole video in itself. But yes, you can see that. Can you explain the MACD? It stands for Morons Against Collecting Dollars. And they hold account on, there's a fast swiggly line and a slow swiggly line, and then some red and green humps that'll fake you out a lot of times. What I would do is I would turn it on, and then I would turn it off and say, I avoided that disaster. And then back onto the charts. Anyway, it's a fast and slow moving stochastic. It's just another indicator. So let's see. Did Facebook bottom? I hope so. James, we can finally agree on that. My bear mascot, James, finally said something we can agree on. He loves Facebook. I'm all about it. So as far as the NASDAQ goes, we had a green open. I had a pretty solid Friday, too. I would be looking for some form of base or pullback. When they push up, they pull over or pull back. I just don't like entering at the top like that. I'd wait for a pullback. The MACD is no VWAP. Let's just pull out the expected moves. I'm not bearish this by any means. I would just wait for a better entry. That's all. I think we're going to do, same thing with the S&P. Although the only new zone I added was this one right here. I just did that right before. I don't like to add zones without you guys not doing it on screen. But right here, that's where we found some sellers. Where we found some sellers again, but we kind of just dropped it, rallied, base rallied again. So I want to see it retest that. As far as the S&P goes, there's a red candle. A lot of time for market open, so it's hard to say. It's hard for the bears to be celebrating or the bulls. So it was a green open. All I know is I'm pumped for tomorrow, and that's it. But I will say probably right around that area, I'm looking for a pullback. I'd look to go long. Right in there. I like the MACD, just not the indicator. Oh. If I hurt you guys' feelings, I'm cruising this one because it's Halloween. I don't know if I made a MACD video. I think I've gone over some indicators, both sarcastically and seriously. So sorry about that. But yeah, now, sorry, I am turning through this because we're about to hear my doorbell go off like crazy. Trick-or-treaters showing up. I couldn't find candy this year because I tried to buy it today. So it was a Costco trip and everybody's getting full candy bars. So hopefully they don't come back again and again, because then we'll be out. When you don't have the fun size candy, how many boxes do you typically buy to hand out? What are we doing? IWM, let's check out the expected move. November 5th, we got a $4.90 move. All right. $4.90 for the Russell. Huh. God, I hate when they just coincidentally just line up with zones, because it makes me feel like we're just headed right there. Lemonade hit your buy alert. Did you buy it? All of it or just a little bit? Uh-oh, here they come. QQQ. I gotta go. Not go right now. So QQQ, just like we drew, I already told you guys last week we were probably going to break this, which is why we did that. If you're new to my channel, this might just be a very weird coincidence. You're going to notice that happens a lot. But anyway, not support and resistance. Where the volatility happens, we closed outside and we got volatile. We got fly. QQQ 755. All right, that's close enough. What do you guys dress up as Halloween? Ladies, first of all, I know there's probably none of you that watch this channel because my demographics are 99% male. But at what point do you guys just wear like competitive bikinis, like for like women's physique, and just call that a costume? I'm just seeing less and less each year, so I'm just curious at what point do we do, like, it's not even a costume anymore, guys. You know what I'm talking about. That was 75, right? Yeah. Okay. Not hating on it, by the way, but I'm just seeing some pictures being posted. I'm like, oh, you call that a costume now, huh? 650. All right, S&P expected moves before we get out of here. Ooh. Too old to dress up? No, you're not. That's a negative. Gotta live a little. If you think you're too old to dress up, you probably just haven't drank enough. That's all. All right, 650. The only thing that concerns me is we do have the Feds talking this week. So let's see, they're talking about interest rates. The fact that we are pricing in a normal week and we know the Feds are coming, maybe we drop the market down. You know, maybe it is red. Powell comes out and says no interest rate hikes or anything like that. Everyone chill. And then we smack it right back to the other direction. So while we priced in a normal week, we still might see some noise inside of that. And I would expect that. It's just, if we get outside these levels, it's time to pay attention. It's definitely time to not just be YOLOing stuff. And maybe we make sure we have a plan. So ES going down? Hope so. What's up, Armando? I'll dress up like a little old lady with my walker. And then, I don't know, I don't know why I pictured you fighting people with a walker, but that would be hilarious. Hurt your knee, you can't walk like, well, you probably wouldn't want to fight people with your walker then. All right, I want to say hey to you guys. I do have to get off. It's time for my mentorship group. Doesn't AMD have earnings this week? Not AMD, AMC. Someone texted me about that and asked. I don't care what. Can you imagine thinking Black Widow sold a bunch of movie tickets, so AMC is going to go back up to $500? If you are trading this, if the Moon Gang is still out there, I have no thoughts on this. I have no bias. I wouldn't short it because someone out there is going to think they sold a movie ticket and it'll be bullish. And depends on how many people thought that, it might go up. What was the other ones? Isn't there a Bark or something with a K? This is the last one we got to roll. BTTK. Okay. Negative. What is this ticker? Is there a BTK? Is it Bark? BTTX? Okay. That's not a bull flag. He even just said BTTK. BTTK. He's lying. All right. Futures, no PDT rule. Right. BKKT. There we go. It was one of those. All right, there we go. 105 and only 47 likes. Blasphemy. You guys hit the thumbs up button. I know this was a faster stream. I would be cautious of this. Now, remember that one time I told you guys pump and dump. Typically see that second rally. It's just not as high, and then it comes back down. I know this because I'm pretty sure I got called a Trump hater for that. When I call it out right here. That's awkward. Well, imagine thinking I only cared about politics and not money. And, yeah, just not listening. I have more money than those people, looks like. And right now, hard to say if that's what's going on. Typically, we see the tryhards come out, and they push it the next day. Characteristically, yeah, if we go to the daily, we never actually got that pump. This is a tricky one. Gosh, I know this is a popular ticker. I've been asked about it a million times. Wouldn't want it breaking that. This is obviously volatile. Maybe if you are getting in, you do put your stop at 24.45, 24.35. You take the 50% hit or not, because why would you stop out anywhere in between? There's no real structured way. I think you get in here and stop out here, 33.85. You're just asking to tag out. Maybe it bounces. Maybe you get in right here and then put your stop at 23.85. Personally, if I'm going to try and attack this one, I would wait for a good entry, or if I was just foaming at the mouth and what's risk management anyway, I would get in with a smaller position and put my stop below it. BKKT looks silly. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this one, but I'm breaking it down because I've seen it in my notifications and in my direct messages. People text me about it, and I don't know what the deal is with it, but I know what it looks like, and well, maybe this is tied to a political party. I'm going to be called a hater for that too. But there's over 7,000 tickers. And right now, is that the best one? I'd be asking myself. So, the Moon Gang is not bullish movie theater stocks. Thank you, Landon. No more proprietary stuff on YouTube. That's for the mentorship. So, guys, I got to get out of here. Happy Halloween. Let me know in the comments down below if you even made it this far. What are you doing? Just in general, what are you doing with life? I do want to hear from you guys. That's it. Yeah, answer my, what are you doing with life? And I'll see you guys in the next video. Mentorship, we're rolling right into it.